Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is the deck review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's David. Thanks for being here. I bet you love playing cards. You love playing cards. I love playing cards. I like showing off playing cards all the time. Got a super fun one for you, but first, I want you to hit like, hit subscribe, hit your notification bell so that you're alerted when new deck reviews, magic reviews, mentalism reviews, stage magic reviews, I do all that, go live, and also do giveaways. I do giveaways every single month. That's right. I am blessed. People send me things for free so that I can review them for you. That's what I love to do, share my love of magic. And because I am blessed with free product, I don't hardly ever keep it. I typically always want to give it back to you. So I'm doing a huge magic giveaway this week. Huge magic giveaway this week. Card magic, gaff magic. Please hit your subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you are alerted when that giveaway goes live. But before we get into the deck review, I'm going to peruse my new carrot case, 12 deck, stackable bamboo tray with lid. Here are my recent 12 decks in 3 rows of 4. I'm going to find the deck that we're going to review today, and it's going to be this one. Slowhands from Kier Gomes and Nisco. All right, the Slowhands deck. This is dedicated to magicians, cardists, card players. Created by Kier Gomes, designed by Nisco. You might remember him from Elemental playing cards. These two collaborated earlier before this deck on the Hydrogen deck, which I reviewed as well. This is the Starters edition. Kier Gomes said that there will be subsequent, that means additional, decks later in this same series. The Slowhands depicted here in a very playful approach with the snail icon and the peace symbol. Get it? Slow hands. The tuck case is all done in classic red, wrapped all the way around. It says Slowhands playing cards on the front. You got the scroll work up at the top making 2 little snails. Did you catch that? One side says Starters Edition. The other side says Gomes and Nisco. The bottom has some ad copy about Gomes and Nisco, and it informs you that these cards are made from the best playing card printers on the planet, which is the United States Playing Card Company. And if you don't agree with me, I will challenge you to a duel to the death. That is not true. None of that is true. The back design is the back design of the cards. The top says Slowhands playing cards, and the tuck flap says practice does not make perfect. That's everything I can say about this tuck case. Let's break it open and look inside. A closer look at the back design will tell you that it is a beautiful homage to the Bicycle 808 classic deck in Bicycle red with beautiful scroll work. You have that almost triptych circle there in the center, but it's the Slowhands logo alongside a one-way back design. I would call this more of a updated, modernized, fun version of the Bicycle 808 back. And you know, there's been a lot of modernized cards out there, people that use like Art Deco design and people that try to make things like steampunk or 80s, or, you know, there's a lot of that kind of art out there. And, you know, maybe decks dedicated to Lord of the Rings or, you know, fantasy or science fiction. But at the end of the day, I appreciate just a good looking, classic looking deck. With this deck, you're going to get a double facer. It's an Ace of Hearts on one side, 10 of Spades on the other. Double facers are great for magic tricks. And you'll also get an extra 3 of Clubs, which are great for card to impossible location effects. With this deck, you'll get 2 Joker cards that are also an homage to the Bicycle 808 Jokers. On those, you would see the King riding a 2-wheeled bicycle, but this is a tricycle with a snail on it instead. And one card has the 3 of Clubs reveal. Your Ace of Spades has a nice chunky pip in the center, and it has the Slowhands snail slowly moving away. It says Slowhands, Gomes, and Nisco, Starters Edition underneath. Your pips and indices are completely standard. Blacks are black, reds are red. Everything's laid out and looks exactly like you'd expect. Your court cards are going to be standard also. However, the blue border on the frame and around the outline of their faces and hands has been replaced by black. And you know what? I gotta say, I like this better. I think the black actually stands out cleaner and crisper, gives the lines a little bit more of definition, And this is what I would do. This is exactly what I would do. Other than that, you have two custom kings. Kier Gomes is on the King of Clubs, and Nisco is on the King of Hearts. Well, that's everything I can say about what these cards look like, but you also want to know how they feel and how they handle. Best thing I can do is I can take 10 cards, put them in a caliper, measure them, and compare them against other decks I own as well. 10 cards in the caliper come to 2.93. 2.93, what does that mean? It means that they're thick, kiddos. It means they're thick. Now, a lot of people will say, well, are they crushed? Well, guess what? Every single deck from the United States Playing Card Company is crushed. It has to go through rollers to get the air cushion emboss on the outside, okay? And it is an emboss, it's not a finish, okay? There is a finish that's applied later, but that's a separate process. The crush that happens can happen at different pressures. And if they do it at a really extreme pressure, it makes the paper that much thinner. But technically, all the paper is crushed. This isn't crushed at the same weight. And so you get a thicker card out of this, which means you get a stiffer card, a crispier card, and paper and fibers that will last longer. Thicker cards will last longer. People ask about, whether it's shuffleable or playable right out of the deck. And of course, thicker cards need to be broken in more, but it just means that you'll have your deck longer because the paper isn't broken down on the insides as much. These cards are also traditionally cut, which will make table pharaohs even easier. Well, that's everything I can say about the Slowhands deck, but don't just take my word for it. Don't just take my word for it. There are plenty of other reviewers out there on YouTube, and you should be watching them. There are a bunch of really nice, great, talented men and women out there making videos for you, and you should always watch more than one reviewer so that you spend your money wisely. I know for Slowhands, you definitely want to watch Card Perfect Magician. He did a review for this. Stephen Hammer also did a review for the Slowhands deck. And Dicey, check out Dicey's channel too, because he also teaches magic. You're definitely going to want to give him a like and a subscribe. Other people that are out there, there's some other people out there doing card reviews, and they're great. And I know you guys love card reviews and you want to see me do more, but let me tell you, there's other channels out there that do card reviews better than me. I'm never going to be one of those reviewers that puffs myself up and says I'm great and everybody else sucks. People that like to throw shade and diss other channels and put other channels down to elevate themselves, yeah, I'm never going to be about that. No hate, only love. Other channels you should watch, Kier Gomes. Kier Gomes, who created this deck, also has a card review channel. You should definitely watch him. He's awesome. The Cardist has been around forever. He's the grandfather of deck reviews, which is ironic to say because I think he's a lot younger than me. But I look like the grandfather, but he really is the grandfather. Gentleman Wake. Man, you got to check out Gentleman Wake. If you have not seen Gentleman Wake and subscribed to him yet, you need to, because he's probably the most beautifully shot card reviewer out there. His videos look amazing. He gives tons of detail. If you haven't checked out Gentleman Wake, what are you waiting for? Go check him out, subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. And lastly, the Card Guy. He's a lot of fun. You should check out the Card Guy as well. And let me go back to the Carrot Case 12 deck stackable bamboo tray once again. That I mentioned this is sustainably sourced from natural bamboo. It's coated with environmentally friendly varnish, which allows you to elegantly display and store your decks. There's also a lid that has a 2mm acrylic plate that allows you to clearly view your decks, and it keeps them protected from damage. And I want to thank Carrot Case for sending me this as well. All right, that's really everything I can say about the Slowhands deck from Nisco, Kier Gomes. I want to thank Kier Gomes for allowing me to have this deck so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it wherever quality playing cards are sold. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.